847 women all over the age of 50 were asked a single straightforward question. What do they actually notice when they look at a man past 60? Not what they are supposed to notice, not what sounds polite. What genuinely catches their attention? The answers came back direct, considered, and in several cases, genuinely unexpected. The third one on this list caught me off guard as well. Before you assume you already know, before you say chest or shoulders or height, slow down. Most men guess incorrectly every time. There is one specific thing on this list that roughly 91% of men quietly neglect without ever realizing it. And yet, many of the women surveyed said they register it from across a room. It communicates without a single word being spoken how much a man respects himself and how he has chosen to move through his own life. Some men only come to understand its significance after their habits have already hardened around them. So let's go through all 5 together, starting at the bottom and working toward the one that matters most. Number 5 is posture. That may sound elementary, but stay with it. Posture, the alignment of your spine, the position of your shoulders, the angle of your head as you move through a space is frequently the first thing registered before anyone has had a chance to look at your face. Around 72% of the women in this survey said that how a man carries himself tells them more about his way of life than his physical fitness or the size of his frame. It communicates quickly, and it communicates without permission. Think about the ordinary moments. Stepping out of a car, crossing a parking lot, waiting in a line. People are absorbing more than you realize in those seconds. Rounded shoulders, a head pushed forward, a chest that seems to be collapsing inward. These things speak before you do. They send a message about your energy, your engagement, your relationship with your own body. After 60, posture naturally shifts for most people. And the women surveyed understood that completely. They were not measuring men against what they looked like at 30. The question running in the background of their attention was something different. Does this man still feel alive in his own life? Is he still present, still moving with some sense of engagement, or has he quietly started to let go? Posture is often what answers that question first. A man with an impressive physical history can walk into a room and register as diminished if his back curves and his gaze drops toward the floor. And another man, average build, carrying some extra weight, can walk into the same room standing fully upright with an open chest and a level chin and draw far more attention. The second man is usually the one people remember. The encouraging part is that posture is not a fixed condition. It is a practice. It responds to daily modest effort. Stand taller in the morning, draw your shoulders back, move through space like someone who has somewhere to be. Number 4 is one that surprises people. It is your hands. Women in the survey said hands reveal something quickly and honestly, not because of their size or strength, but because their condition tells a story that is difficult to disguise. Hands are visible almost continuously throughout a day. They cannot easily be concealed the way other things can. Women notice the nails, the skin, whether there is any care being taken with them. With age, veins become more prominent, skin texture shifts, spots appear. None of that is the issue. What registers is whether a man pays enough attention to the details of his own upkeep to maintain what is within his control. That takes very little time. Trim the nails, clean the edges, use a basic lotion if the skin has gone dry and rough. Hands that show genuine physical work, calluses from building something, from yard work, from lifting and repairing can actually read as quietly. Attractive. They suggest a man who is still active, still useful, still engaged with the physical world. But hands that appear neglected raise a different kind of question. They make people wonder what else is not being attended to. Number 3 is the one that genuinely surprised many of the women who participated. Around 84% ranked it above muscle size. It is the neck and jawline. This area quietly reflects health, self-discipline, and physical energy. Nobody in the survey expected men to have the jawline of someone 30 years younger. That expectation does not exist among women who understand how bodies change over time. What they look for instead are signs of consistent effort. Fat tends to accumulate below the chin as the years pass. Skin loosens. The muscles in the neck can weaken. This is the common experience. But some men respond to those changes with small, deliberate adjustments, and others do not respond at all. Women notice that distinction quickly. Even moderate weight, Management, maintained posture, and regular physical movement can preserve definition in this area. The contrast between the man who engages with his physical health and the man who has fully disengaged is visible here more than almost anywhere else. Number 2 is something most men genuinely do not anticipate. It is the forearms. These are on display throughout the ordinary course of daily life. Carrying something, holding a door open, rolling up a sleeve, reaching across a counter. Most men who exercise at all focus on the chest and arms and neglect this area entirely for years at a stretch. But forearms carry a particular kind of signal. They suggest practical capability. They communicate that a man can handle things, physical tasks, problems, the demands of ordinary life with some degree of ease and competence. That is a different quality than the kind of fitness that only exists in a gym. The good news is that forearms do not require any specific training. Program. Carry the groceries, use tools, do the yard work, grip things. The strength that comes from actually living and working in the physical world builds naturally over time. And number 1, the quality that registered most strongly across the entire survey is the eyes and the overall expression on a man's face. More than any specific body part, more than fitness or build or any of the other things on this list, this one reflects self-respect in its most visible form. The eyes can carry calm, purpose, presence, a settled kind of awareness. They can also reveal just as clearly when a man feels adrift inside himself. People sense this before any conversation begins, often before anyone has moved close enough to speak. When a man moves with intention and holds a composed, quiet expression, others register it immediately. This does not require intensity or performance. A relaxed face, eyes that are alert and genuinely present. The kind of stillness that comes from knowing yourself that carries real weight. It tells people that life has challenged you perhaps considerably, but has not taken the core of you with it. Some men look at a list like this and conclude it is too late to do anything about any of it. That conclusion is simply wrong. In many ways, this period of life offers a particular kind of foundation for this work. You already hold experience and perspective that younger men do not have access to yet. The lessons are already in you. Most people around you will stop making effort now. That is the common path. You do not have to take it. The changes that matter most here are not complicated. Stand a little taller each morning, walk regularly, keep your hands clean and trimmed, manage your weight with some consistency, use your body for real things, practice meeting people's eyes with quiet, steady respect. These are simple habits, but simple habits repeated over months and years reshape how you look, how you feel, and how you move through rooms and through life. Age is only the number on the calendar. What accumulates alongside it? Discipline, self-respect, the daily choice of how to carry yourself. That is what lasts and what people actually respond to. When the posture is upright, the hands are cared for, the jawline is maintained, the forearms suggest a life still being actively lived, and the eyes hold something calm and awake. That combination sends a signal that requires no words and needs no announcement. It says that the life behind those eyes is still burning with intention, and that more than anything else is what people notice. It is what they have always noticed.